It is the #1 scoring offense against the #1 overall defense. Indianapolis won the toss, and JJ, they will take the ball and receive.
Yeah, Shane Steichen sending a message to his team, sending a message to everybody, saying, I believe in my offense against the #1 defense. It's a heavyweight battle, and it's going to be a great one today here in Indianapolis.
Weather a non-factor. We are in climate-controlled conditions here at Lucas Oil Stadium. The offense, we heard the reports throughout the week. Fractured fibula, left leg. That's the smaller bone in the lower leg. And obviously, Houston will be keeping an eye on it, and so will everybody in the NFL. How does it affect how he performs?
Thank you.
The matchup today between this Indy offense and this Houston defense.
Indianapolis, the only team in the NFL to score 20 or more in every game, and Houston has held their opponents to under 20 points 8 times, which is the most in the NFL. It's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Can't wait to see who comes out on top today.
Yard return, 45-yard punt, and now it's C.J. Stroud. He has been chomping at the bit to get back in there to lead this Houston offense. The Texans went 3-0 with Davis Mills as the starting quarterback.
And here's the Houston offense against that Colts defense. Man-to-man coverage is going to be the story of the day. Since adding Sauce Gardner and getting Mooney Ward back, the Colts run man at the highest rate in the NFL, and C.J. Stroud has the second highest completion percentage against man coverage. That's going to be the battle to watch today.
Strength versus strength. Told you about the Indy offense, #1 in scoring, 31 points per game, second in yardage, but they got the Texans that can back up the big talk with incredible stats. Defensively, 16.5 points allowed per game. That's second in the NFL, #1 in total defense. And while the numbers were very good, I feel like last week that win over Buffalo really opened people's eyes up around the NFL about how special this unit is, as Jonathan Taylor.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Uber Eats. When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats. And by Verizon, the best 5G network. There's only one best.
Lap around the track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, built back in 1909. We are yet to see the Colts speed on display here today. Houston has handled them thus far, and the plays once again are piling up for this Indianapolis defense. Play by Blackman. NFL Today update. Let's send it to New York and Adam Shine.
Ian, JJ, Trevor Lawrence hits Jacoby Myers for a touchdown. It was set up by a big connection, Lawrence and Myers, for 50 yards. 7-3 Jaguars leading the Titans late first quarter. Back to you.
Performing every week.
They are, and we talked to coordinator Matt Burke, and I said, what is it about this group of guys that makes them so special? He said,
number 57 is an
the cool thing to do is to study your film, to communicate, to want to play all the way through the whistle. He said that's just the culture and identity that we've built here under DeMeco Ryans, and every single player is bought in, and nobody wants to be the weak link.
7 yards through the air. Adam Shine, NFL Today update.
Ian, JJ, it's automatic at this stage. Matthew Stafford to Devontae Adams in the red zone. Second time the pair has hooked up for a connection for a score. 14 touchdowns for Adams this year. 14-14, back to you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Honda, proud partner of Team USA. FedEx, the new power move. And by Geico. It feels good to Geico.
Back at Indy, holiday lighting ceremony took place on Friday night. The Colts just lit up the scoreboard with a touchdown.
5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run. It's 1st and 10.
Colts owners Kalen Jackson, Casey Foyt, and Carly Irsay Gordon are wearing boots for Kicking the Stigma in honor of their late father, Jim Irsay. Kicking the Stigma, founded in 2020 by the Irsay family, is an initiative focused on mental health disorders, removing the stigma often assisted and associated with mental health. For more info, visit NFL.com/mycause.mycleats.
Just a correction there. C.J. Stroud was not on the kickoff return team.
All right. It's slime time here in Indy. It's actually very chilly outside, so roof closed, everybody toasty.
I went a different direction. I was going to flip over the slime head and put soup in it. It looks like a great size soup bowl.
Do you even need a spoon at that point?
Nope, just drink it, slurp it.
So much insight.
All right.
Here's Gould. And he is dropped short of the 25-yard line. Well, Houston, it didn't start the way that they would have hoped. And they weren't thrilled inside the boardroom. But after the first 3 games, it's now a different story. Last 8, hey, tuck your shirt in, dude. Like, yeah, if you're going to show up in the boardroom. Forget a helmet. Get a belt. But things have changed in a major way.
Certainly, trying to become the first team to make the playoffs twice after an 0-3 start. As you said, 2018 being the previous time.
Al Shire with the stop. Let's go to Adam Shine in New York.
J.J. Baker Mayfield throws a touchdown to Tristan Wirfs. Big man touchdown. First career touchdown, first career catch for the left tackle. 10-0 Bucs. Back to you.
Yeah, Buccaneers trying to bounce back. They were in control of the NFC South, now a bit tighter with Carolina on the Buccaneers' heels. So, Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt here in the broadcast booth, Evan Washburn down on the sidelines. We have not seen the explosive nature of the Indianapolis offense. What we have seen is the Texans defense doing a whole lot of celebrating.
Yeah, but we have seen lately here in the second quarter a few of those big plays. Alec Pierce is finding some of that, but it has come on late. The Houston defense started out extremely strong. Obviously that C.J. Stroud interception hurt and put the Colts back in a position after getting a 4th down stop, but lately that Colts offense has come to life. We'll see if that continues, and obviously after halftime we'll see what adjustments these coaching staffs made.
Is knocked down. And that is the end of the first half. So they sent Alec Pierce out there to help out defensively, and it worked.
Yeah, he's got great ball skills. He knows what it's like, but this ball didn't even reach the end zone. He's on the run being pressured.
Let's go downstairs to Evan.
Well, Coach, in this style of game, what was the approach in that final offensive possession, knowing points are at a premium right now?
Yeah, we wanted to, get there, didn't get there, just wanted to take a shot at the end zone. We come back out the second half, we get the ball.
Thanks, Tamika.
All right, thank you.
All right, Evan, there you have it. That was the mentality. They have the ball to start the second half. They weren't going to push it at the end of the first half. And here we are, 10-6 Texans at the break. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. No getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
This Black Friday, get iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max, iPad, and Apple Watch, all for $0. No trade-in needed.
Don't want to miss a game? Just tell Siri, show me the football schedule.
Getting ready for second half action. The Texans 10, the Colts 6. Quarterback comparison in that first half. Back from the concussion, C.J. Stroud, 153 yards and a pick. Daniel Jones dealing with a reported fractured fibula. Does have a touchdown for Indy. Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn down on the sidelines. Really important game within the AFC South and the AFC playoff picture. Houston goes conservative at the end of that first half. Indianapolis just feels like they're having a tough time unleashing this number one offense.
Yeah, they've had little pockets here and there where they found that passing game, but they really haven't looked completely like the Colts offense we've been used to seeing all year. In Houston, obviously the C.J. Stroud interception, and then, like you said, at the end of that first half, I feel like that's something we may look back on at the end of this game if it gets tight.
Now, the Texans do lean on that #1 defense, and it's working so far. Texans with the football to start this second half. Knoll on the return, and he's dropped out near the 26-yard line. Evan Washburn moments ago with Indy head man Shane Steichen.
Coach, outside of avoiding them altogether, how can you improve on 3rd and 4th down here in the second half?
Yeah, we got to be efficient there to keep the ball moving. That's the biggest thing for us right now. We haven't converted one of those, so we got to be efficient doing that in the second half.
Where's this Houston defense testing you most?
They do a good job with their front. They're good on the back end, and we got to go execute better.
Shane, thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you, Evan. Indianapolis had a season-low 255 yards of offense last week, only 10 first downs. Today, 151 yards and 7 first downs. Marks, who is dealing with an ankle injury, is held for no gain. Jermaine Pratt makes that stop for Indy. So the overall numbers in that first half, there's nothing that is really going to pop off the page. Houston had the long drive to open up, and the Texans, 5 penalties. Indy yet to convert on a 3rd down, 0 of 5.
Everybody's struggling on 3rd down. Texans 1 of 5, Indy 0 and 5. Never want to get in those 3rd and long situations. Got to give yourself a chance.
Back here at Lucas Oil Stadium, opened back in 2008. Home of the Colts now, 18 years. Fairbairn will kick it off after the 43-yard field goal. Gould is the return man along with Abdullah. From the 1, Gould. Could not get away. Sheets of special teamers. Anderson and Hunter, this combination has been lethal.
Yeah, we're going to take a look here. The Colts are 0 for 5 on 3rd down, and a big part of it is obviously that Houston pass rush. Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, right here. Will Anderson just lined up over the center. They get a 5-0 look, which means it's one-on-one with all 5 of the offensive linemen. And if you give him a running start, that is just a dangerous ask for your center to be blocking Will Anderson one-on-one down the middle.
Just 1 sack right now for Houston. They had 8 against Buffalo last week. The 35. Saturday, college hoops triple-header begins at noon Eastern. 15th-ranked Iowa State taking on top-ranked Purdue, followed by 6th-ranked Louisville, number 25 Indiana. Baylor and Memphis close out the day. See you Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. The Final Four will be right here at Lucas Oil Stadium, and we'll have the road to the Final Four throughout the season on CBS and Paramount+.
Who will be on the call for that Final Four?
I don't know. I have not seen the schedule yet.
I've heard he's fantastic.
I'm going to check. I'm going to look at my email. Dude. NFL Today update. Back to New York and Adam Shine.
Rock and roll. Iron Eagle Brock Purdy runs it in. Purdy's first rushing touchdown of the year. 17-8. Niners leading Cleveland near the end of the 3rd. Back to you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Best Buy. Imagine that. Avatar: Fire and Ash in theaters December 19th. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Well, congratulations to all the winners. The Indiana State Football Championship. The Colts hosted over the weekend. 12 teams participating across 6 divisions. Memories for a lifetime. Wow. Congratulations, our colleague Katie Keene and her husband Andrew on the birth of their first child, Lily Kay, born on Thanksgiving Day, 6 pounds, 12 ounces. Awesome news. And Lily is a Jets fan for life. we don't know. That's my assumption.
Congratulations. What a beautiful baby.
2 remaining.
Timeout. Houston, their first. 30 seconds.
This was the missed extra point from Badgley. It hit off the left upright. That was coming off a beautiful touchdown. Jones to Alec Pierce. Texans enter action at 6-5. They're 2 games behind Indianapolis. Colts are playing just their 3rd divisional game. They will be in Jacksonville next week, so this game has ramifications among the top 3 teams in the AFC South.
Yeah, it's huge. And obviously this division with so many games left amongst each other is in a very unique spot. And remember, these 2 teams will play each other in the final game of the season as well. D'Amico Ryan's there calling a timeout. I've said it before, we call it a Kodak timeout because you take a picture of how the offense lines up, then you call a timeout to try and match your defense up against what you think they're going to run.
Texans lead the Colts 20-16. C.J. Stroud returning after missing 3 games, recovering from that concussion. Nico Collins, big game. Jones dealing with a reported fractured fibula left leg. 201 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the Colts just went incomplete on a 4th down and 9, and Houston takes over with 1:45 on the clock. If the Colts stop Houston, they could get the ball back with 1:20 to go, calling all 3 timeouts. This Houston team, early in the season, they couldn't win a close game. They were 0-5 weeks 1 through 9 in 1-score games. Weeks 10 through 12, that's 3 straight wins in 1-score games. This is currently a 1-score game in week 13.
Yeah, and that's the difference. I mean, the Chiefs fans are going through it right now with the 1-score game difference from last year to this year. The Texans doing it within the same season. And Colts fans sitting here after starting the season so strong, wondering where it's gone wrong the last few weeks.
So Woody Marks is brought down. And just look at the clock. There's 35 seconds on the play clock and 1:20 on the game clock. Coming up next, game 2 of our doubleheader. Major matchup shaping the playoff race. Josh Allen leads the Bills into Pittsburgh against T.J. Watt and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers will play. Some of you will see Raiders-Chargers. You can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. NFL Today update. Let's send it to New York and Adam Schein.
Ian, JJ, this right here was Matthew Stafford's 3rd turnover of the game, and the Rams never saw the ball again. Major upset special in Carolina, and this moves the Bears to the current #1 seed in the NFC. This league, back to you.
Zink.
So now it's over.
It's done.
The play clock is just barely behind the game clock. It will run out to 0.
Stroud has taken off his helmet. He is headed to the sideline. Celebration begins. Stroud back in the lineup for Houston. The Texans win their 4th straight and are very much in the thick of it in the AFC South. The Colts will drop to 8-4 on the season. Houston now 7-5. They win a big one here in week 13. 20-16 Texans over the Colts. So there's the update. Houston is in the hunt. Indianapolis now falling back to the pack a bit.
The first game all season, the Colts have been held to less than 20 points.
Colts have lost 3 of their last 4. Houston is hot. They come into Indy and get the win. For J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn, Gene Steratore, Ian Eagle saying so long from Indianapolis. We'll go to the NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars. Coming up right after this.